Hi, it's Ronnie, and welcome to Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches Round 6. And if you want to see more inspiration, go to Instagram and use hashtag 30DSCBL6, and you can upload your layout, or you can go to Facebook and do it. And this is a sketch what we are using for inspiration today. And I want to tell you right now, I fell down on the job here. I forgot all about the journaling all around the edge of the page and the stitching. I got busy doing the layout and using my variations that I'd already decided that I was going to do, and didn't even look at the layout again. And I had my iPad sitting right there. But when I was doing the video editing, I noticed it. But I'm not going in there to do it again. I'm going to go ahead and leave it like it is. It's kind of hard to stitch once you get this much on the page. And I thought, I really don't want to put anything journaling on here. I like the way the page is. And I'm going to have several more layouts with the same, from the same day. So yeah, I thought I'll put the journaling on something else. You can only say so much. But this is Johnson Shut-ins, and that's my grandson, and the title's going to be Nature's Own Water Slide. And you could get on those rocks, and because the water's moving pretty fast, if you're as small as Jake was, you can just go sliding between the rocks and on down. But yeah, it's fun to watch. I remember my first time seeing Johnson Shut-ins, which was many, many years ago. I'd hate to say how many and age myself, but it was a long time ago. Take my word for that. And I walked up, and my first thought was seals sunning on the rocks. Only they were people. Some were in the water, but there's plenty that's stretched out on the rocks when you go. And I mean, it's just a gorgeous place. And Jake he found a slide there, and he gave himself a little push, and I mean, he was going on down, and he was just laughing. He was having so much fun. And I took quite a few pictures because he just kept going, and I had to keep walking. And I stayed on the high ground. I mean, I was on the rocks just like he is, only I wasn't in the water ones. And I took quite a few pictures. I am I am thinking I probably took 200 there. I mean, that many pictures, because I just kept snapping. But yeah, I'm using my pictures like the squares in the original layout, and I had full intention. Over to the side is the scraps from this collection. Well, the Chamel, and it might have been several collections, but it was the scraps in the container because I was going to make some more squares. But then I had this arrow paper that I had already cut out and fussy cut the arrows out. I decided to put them on there, and once I got them on there, I really didn't think I needed to add some more squares to the layout. So they are different colors and scattered, and I thought that'd take place of the smaller squares that's on the other layout. The bigger ones would be like the bigger ones and get smaller. And and I saw the fish bowl in there, and I had to use it. And of course, there was a fish with the fish bowl, and I think it looks like a trout. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it does. So I'm putting it inside the fish bowl, and there will be a close-up of it, but it's so cute in there. I mean, you almost took up the whole thing. And I used to own an aquarium, and fish basically don't grow any bigger than they need to for the space. And this fish has definitely outgrown this fish bowl. I pulled out the sticker sheet. Well, I already had that. I mean, I pulled it up and started pulling little stickers off because I was wanting to put some on there since I wasn't going to do any journaling. Of course, I forgot about the journaling around the edge when I was thinking that. But, usually I put it on the back anyway. But it's the stickers say, let's do this, imagine, explore, and epic and cool. And, of course, there's never grow up, too. But, yeah, Nature's Own Water Slide. He was having a good old time that day. And sometimes he would get too far over, and I'd have to call him back over where I was because I didn't want to crawl on that many rocks. But I did not get wet that day. However, his brother wasn't planning on it, but he got wet. And it, there's a whole nother story in that, which when I do that layout, I will share it. But Chamel is like the perfect collection to use for these pictures here. Except I couldn't find anything I wanted to use as the background. Maybe I've used most of them that can go as a background, and now it's got to be layered paper. But I thought this paper would work because I remembered it, and it's from Colorbach, and it looks kind of like splashes, only it's paint. It's like a mixed media kind of thing, but it's not mixed media. And I thought, well, I'll use it on the background because it does remind me of water splashing. And the colors go great with the Chamel anyway. So that's my background, and then the Chamel, and I think everything on here, is Never Grow Up. No, those stickers with the phrases is from Field Trip. But the other stuff is all from Never Grow Up. And there was larger and smaller squares, and I did use the arrows in place of the smaller squares. And well, really the stickers too, because there is a lot of squares on that original layout. But I was scattering them just like they had all the others scattered. But be sure to check down there below to see what the other gals did with their sketch today. I'm sure there's a big variety for you to look at. But this one's mine. And if you go to Facebook, you can upload your layout to Facebook and we can see what you created with the sketch, which I am loving. And if you leave a comment below, I'll get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. But I appreciate y'all watching my video and checking out my layout. And I hope y'all have a happy, scrappy week. Bye.